Hey, what's good, guys? What's going on? How you guys all doing? So without further ado, I'm making this video on young men struggles, right? And if you've been paying attention to like some of the things I've been kind of talking about, I've been setting up the stage to talk about this topic, right? Young men, right? And the idea of young men is anywhere from 16 to 25, right? You're still considered a young man, if that makes sense. You're fresh. You're still, have opportunities, and more or less, it's now is the time, right? But if you're less than 16, this still is applicable. And if you're older than 25, you can reflect and you can now change some things, right? But without further ado, what young men struggle with, and I want to first start with the personal struggle, right? I'm still a young man, and when I was in my lowest moments, the thing that I struggled with most was with women, education, money / working, and all this affected my faith. It affected my walk with God and trusting Him. Because I was struggling with these things, I started to go to different, quote, coping mechanisms to cope with these things, because as you all know, when we are facing a problem, a situation, a conflict, or things that are challenging us, what we do is we often want to run away from it, and we want to cope with those problems by going to X, Y, and Z. But without further ado, I want to mention this as well. For the #1 Google search listing for what do young men struggle with, these are the things that came up, right? Education, lack of motivation, opting out of the workforce, self-imposed social isolation, excessive video game, and last but not least, porn use. And it's like these are some things that are very touching, right? And I can go on each of these things on a deeper on a different video, but the idea was just to kind of bring up this idea that yes, our young men are struggling with a lot of different things, right? And these things affect our psychological empowerment, our psychological functionality, and being present, being useful, allowing God to use us as vessels, and more or less getting to our purpose, right? A lot of our young men are struggling with these things, right? And more or less, these things are holding us back. But like I mentioned, if there's a will, there's a way. And when we think about problems, we should see opportunities, right? But I also want to read some of this as well. This is an article. I'm gonna put the link in the description for those who want to also read up on this. But they talk about this. On top of that, there is no longer a clear path to professional success, and a huge lack of grown men willing and able to show younger men the path to manhood. In other words, boys are going from female-dominated home environments to female-dominated school environments, where less than 1 in 9 school teachers is a man. Back to the female-dominated home environments, where boys are being told to behave. These same environments demean boys and young men just for being male, but at the same time only reward them when they, quote, man up. With such mixed messages, it's no wonder why many boys and young men are struggling, either in school or afterwards, failing to launch with emotional disturbances and interactions with the opposite sex, or with drug use and gang activities. So, the moral of the lesson, this video, I just wanted to talk about the things that we struggle with, and like I mentioned, I'm setting up the stage, right, to get into the fruit, right, get into the answer to all this, right, and more or less, this is also a conversation. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you see what men struggle with, and reflecting, if you don't struggle with any of these things, did you struggle with any of these things, right? How did you overcome these things? And yeah, thank you all for watching. God bless you all. Really do interact with me in the comments. Let me know what you guys really think about this. Go ahead and give your boy a like, comment, subscribe. Shoot, I take it. This I've been working, but hey, glory to God. God bless you guys. More to come. A lot of heat coming through. Stay motivated. Stay positive. Let's get it.